Welcome back to match 2. This is Old Man Poole. Magic Online continues to smile favorably upon me, and we've won the dice roll. I feel like I win the dice roll way more often than I should. Like, not really close. I think this hand's pretty good. We've got Reason turn 1, so we can make sure we don't hit more lands. Eternal, and then Aerial Guide. I don't think this is something we'd mulligan ever. Scry 3 has got to be pretty close to draw a card, right? Maybe even better in some cases. Yeah, I think I like Reason to Believe. Early game, it's nice because it fixes things. Late game, it's nice because it's a powerful effect. Okay, let's put our forest on the bottom. I think we're gonna go ahead and just draw these other two. I think that's alright with us. I don't know if we really care on the order. I guess we'd rather get Colossopede than Trial, so on the off chance he mills us or something. Should put that on top. Or, oh yeah, oops, missed that up. Wrong direction there. Still gets me every so often when, ooh, okay. When playing red. Still usually means aggression, but not always. Up our Eternal here. And if any luck, we're gonna have a fairly aggressive start. No good 4-drop, I guess. Like aggressive 4-drop. But, okay. Red, blue again. Sunset Pyramid. Okay, never mind. He looks pretty controlling here. Hey, there's a surprise. Their Aerial Guide. I do like Sunset Pyramid. I think it might be a little bit slow. I played it in my pre-release and it seemed like it pulled its weight there. It won me a pretty hard to win game that went really late. But if you're playing a fast opponent, it's very slow before it starts really giving you value for the mana you sink into it. Great late game though. Scrying 1 over and over is powerful, and just drawing 3 over the course of a long time is good as well. Interesting. This deck looks very similar to the one we just played. That's not a May effect. Not that it really matters, but it isn't. Let's play our Trial of Knowledge, so we get that sweet Prowess trigger, and get in here. Probably gonna pitch an island. I guess if we drew straight gas, we wouldn't, but no. Yeah, definitely island biting the dust here. And that's a pretty good hand. Go ahead and swing for 5. And my opponent's in a little bit of a rough spot already. If his deck's anything like the last red-blue deck, it was very tempo-based, and Moloch was pretty good, but was only real good at attacking, not great on defense. Vegetable Thirst, okay, bad. We'll take 3 here, and play Colossopede. And I guess swing in for a couple more points with our own, assuming he doesn't have another 2-drop. Then maybe he does. Entangler, okay. Yeah, we'll trade with the Entangler if he's interested in that. Like Kefnit's Last Word, like Cartouche Ambition, or Knowledge, rather. I like Cartouche Ambition as well, but that is not in our hand. Okay, just trading away. That's great for us if he's trading here. 1-for-1 with some extra damage on top. Player Colossopede. And we have to remember that we have Believe available at some point too. A little bit interesting. Oh, I see. It's like a Hydra. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a Hydra spell unless you're leaving in it, then it appears. What? I love little flavor things like that. Minotaur's pretty good too. We might just steal that? Seems alright. Alternatively, we can swing with the Colossopede, like Gift of Strength and Initiate's Companion. Maybe we don't care that much about the life gain. Find another land next turn, we could still play something. Emperor Minotaur is pretty big game. I think I'm just gonna take it. It's possible to have like a great bomb, but this is a pretty high impact card, and one that would much rather me have than my opponent have. Even though we can't play anything next turn. And that tempo hit's been a bigger punishment than I thought it was going to be, but I still think that most of the gods' final last X are pretty good. Okay, maybe I put down to 6 here. If we find a land, Exerted Emberhorn Marauder, Minotaur might be able to kill him. I guess we don't even need to exert. We just, well, exert gives the menace. Okay. Ooh, I like that. So yeah, we can exert and he is dead one way or the other. If we draw land, which we did. So let's go to attacks. Man, we drew like perfectly this game. Yeah, we blocks, and then we'll Gift of Strength, the one that isn't interacted with. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, we kind of ran over my opponent this game. Like I said, we had almost perfect draw. What do we like against him? Another sort of blue-white spellsy deck, maybe? But we actually didn't see that many spells. Maybe it's just kind of blue-white, decent aggression. Oracle didn't seem fantastic. It's good against the lizard. Douche seems good, I like those guys. Didn't see anything that makes me scared for Gift of Strength, but blue kind of worries me in general. I'm gonna take out at least one of those. Don't love stinging shots, maybe okay. We only saw the Aven Initiate, which it's not fantastic against, but it's okay. I'm gonna bring in one Naga Oracle. I think we're just gonna sideboard like this for now. We'll see what my opponent does. Okay, we have Ronus' Last Stand. Pretty good on turn 2. I'm gonna go ahead and keep. He's got a bounce spell. It's pretty rough for us, but if he doesn't, a 5/4 for a couple of turns is big game. No lands, please. Okay. Punished. So we'll play Ronus' Last Stand for turn 2 and 3, and then turn 3 or turn 4 we'll play 2/2 drops, it looks like. Worries me. We haven't seen anything, so maybe he's just not running anything. Famous last words. We're gonna go for it. If he has a Winds of Rebuke, we're sad, but if he doesn't, we're pretty happy, so. And even if he's got one in his deck, there's no guarantee that he has it in his hand. Okay, that makes me think he probably has it, but okay. Yeah, I would feel like most of the time you'd have some play on turn 3. Maybe not. Okay, well then it's quite good for us. Because at this point we've created 5 damage for 2 mana, even if he does find a bounce spell. Magic Lesson. Okay. Ooh, okay, Minotaur is a good one. Probably will just trade with our snake. At least I hope so, but Gale Strike. If he doesn't, I guess yeah, we can use Gale Strike at some point in the future. Pretty sure we're just gonna play 2/2 drops this turn rather than the trial. Let's get in with our snake first. See if he wants to trade. Okay, yeah, that's fine with me then. Yeah, Ronus Monument doing good work. Trading up and trading for some good damage along the way. And we're happy to trade that off when my opponent isn't using just a bounce spell on it. Okay. And then we've got probably Harrier Naga next turn. Maybe Trial of Knowledge. Depends a little bit on what we draw. Let's see what he's got in the way of defense here. Ooh, if he's cycling, that's good. It's a little ways away from turning on for my opponent, but it means he's looking for something to do. Maybe he doesn't have anything. We do have to be aware, as always, that there are a lot of board wipes in this set. He could be playing Hour of Devastation, so maybe it's better off to play Trial of Knowledge. We're already in kind of a commanding spot, rather than run out of Harrier Naga and potentially have it killed. Let's see if he has anything that interacts with these. So as it stands on board, I mean, he has to do something or we'll kill him. We're missing out on a point of damage if we didn't Trial of Knowledge first, but if he'd had like a kill spell or something there, I would have liked that a little better. I guess he could have played Harrier Naga and kept up Gale Strike. Might have been good too. It's better Trial though. But yeah, I think I like losing 1 point of damage to see if he kills something on the way in, because then we are happier playing the Harrier Naga, I think. Ooh, yeah. Countervailing Winds. Nope, we're not going to do that. I guess we could have considered that. They have Counterspell there. But not the end of the world. Again, still made it in for some damage. Floor Blades. Ooh. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, and we're going to run out the Harrier Naga now, for sure. And just a Moloch. Too many lands now. Oh, I didn't play a land last turn, did I? Oops, that was a mistake. I got distracted when we got hit by the Trial of Knowledge. Ooh, that was pretty bad. Because I was waiting until after the trial to see which one I wanted to discard. But yeah, that was a mistake for sure. Okay, opponent trading here, time to fine with. We'll play the Naga. And probably won't need Gale Strike this next turn, but if we do, it's my own fault. Locust God. Ugh. Alright, that's more or less impossible for us to beat. Alright. Especially with a bunch of lands. Okay, so he's gonna get 3/1/1. Guess we'll Gale Strike it on his next turn. We'll find something. We do have Kefnet's Last Word, so we could steal it potentially, and that would be great, but don't have any counter spells. Alright, Locust God, getting some work done. I think they're kind of cute. I have a friend that hates grasshoppers, so she was not amused, but I think they're kind of cute. Ooh, no swing. Alright. Just gonna draw and discard. Oh. Okay. Gonna grab. What's he gonna grab here? Countervailing Winds? Probably what I would take. Tragic Lesson. That's probably not what I would take, but that's alright. It does draw him too. Just call him Snapcaster Mage. Well, we'll continue to wait. He's gonna get to make a couple more insects. Think we're probably out of this game. Again, we can still find Kefnet's Last Word, in which case we've got a good chance, but even then, if my opponent kills it, it still returns to his hand then. It's interesting he didn't do it last turn. Doesn't matter as far as the insects, but it's a little bit more mana efficient. What a creepy card. All the gods are pretty creepy. Very good contrast to the first set. well, I assume the insect's getting it at least. I would think pretty much everything would, but okay. I'm gonna Gale Strike the Locust God. Draw a little bit here. Can't play it at least this next turn. Oh man, another land. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay, we'll take 3. And be content in the knowledge that we can play literally anything we draw. Hey, there are worse things. And let's see if he has a bounce spell in hand. Who knows? He may. Oh no. Electrify. Okay, well, I think we had to go for it there, but it is bad for us, admittedly. Alright, well. Take another 6 or 7 next turn. And potentially be dead thereafter. I assume the god's gonna come back. Ooh. Eternal. Huh? I guess we're not straight up dead. I guess we are actually. 3, 4, 5, 6. Even my opponent does nothing. We're dead. Alright. We'll call it the GG. And concede. Okay. Well, we know that my opponent's got Locust God, so we will have to play around that. Other than that, countervailing wins. Other reasonable stuff. Okay. We got close there. I think if my opponent hadn't landed the god, we may have had it, but still haven't seen a bounce spell. Have seen one electrify. Seeing Shot, I guess, is sort of an answer to the god. Not a real great one, though. I'm gonna check out the Naga Oracle. My opponent seems much less reliant on the lizard and tempoing me. Make that less good. Okay, let's do something like this. I would like to play first. This hand is pretty good. I'd like a 2-drop, but not gonna complain here. One keeps as well. But we've got Harrier Naga into like Aerial Guide or the Vizier, and eventually the Sharpshooters. Depending on how quickly we find lands. A 2-drop would be excellent here. Yeah, cost speed's almost a 2-drop. Okay, Monument. Or I guess Sunset Pyramid. I guess they're not called monuments in this day and age. Let's just drop down our Harrier Naga and hope to get in with that next turn. So another land would not be bad for us, although we can still have a couple of plays we can do on turn 3. But land would be nice. Cool. Alright, let's get in with our Naga. I think I might actually save the Vizier for a little bit later on in the game. Where it potentially can get more value. Yeah, Braid is fine. And I think I'm just gonna play another Harrier Naga. This is a little bit less mana effective, but I think the Vizier, I'm worried that my opponent will just kill it. I think we kind of want to get the value from it in this sort of game. And even is perfectly fine. Nice. Well, let's play a Colossopede over the Sharpshooters here. Maybe we'd rather the Sharpshooters. It does block the Avian Initiate, which is nice. Oh no, whoa, no, not again. Welcome to Moto today. Alright. Alright, well, sharpshooters or Colossipede. I guess sharpshooters is a little bit better. Colossopede's a little bit faster beat down. We care. I guess let's swing with the Aranaga. If he wants to trade, I'm probably not too sad about that. He gets a little bit of value over the long run, but then we can play Colossipede and start punching him pretty hard, pretty fast. One says, yeah, it's happened to me every round. Okay. I don't really want him to block, but if he does, I'm okay with it. Alright. Sacrifice a little bit of value for a little bit of tempo. Speed's pretty big, pretty strong. Mostly I'm just praying he doesn't drop the god on turn 6. I think that is the quickest way we lose. Scribe of the Mindful, alright. That's probably, if that's his best play, I'm pretty happy about that. Does mean it's more likely he's got the god in his hand though. Okay, let's swing with Colossipede, then drop out Sharpshooters. And maybe we'll kill him before he finds his land? Maybe? Maybe? We can hope. These are two pretty big beaters. We've got a Gift of Strength in hand. He doesn't find land, I think we'll be able to run him over, but... unsummon. Okay, that's interesting. Guess he decided it was necessary at that point. Just saved himself some life if he'd like, but... I guess maybe he just didn't want me to replay the Colossipede. Possible. Okay. Possibly has another unsummon. Probably not. Possible. He sacks the Scribe to get it. It's not quite good enough. Let's go ahead and swing with the Sharp Shot, and we will use Gift of Strength. If he blocks here, it indicates to me Serpent God. If not, he's maybe trying to race. Okay. Let's use the Gift of Strength. Doesn't have the mana to both do that, so... Let's play our Vizier. And go and get our Sinuous Striker. I always want to say Serpentine. I was like, that's not quite right. It's close. Sinuous. Not God. Please not God. Don't do it. Don't do it, Matt. Okay. Whew. Saved by the bell for a little bit longer anyway. Saved by the Sunset Pyramid. Assume there's no attack here, but maybe if my opponent was really confident. Okay, so he still has an Abrade and Unsummon he can get back. Let's swing with both here. And I think we're going to play the Aerial Guide and the Naga and just go a little bit wide against my opponent. It's Rebuke, okay. Ooh, a little bit of value. Actually, a lot of value. Those were great for us. Assuming the game goes long enough, we don't run into the god. Let's play an Harrier Naga and Aerial Guide here. My opponent knows what both the cards in my hand are. He can't do too much about it though. And sacrifice the Scribe and use a Braid to kill something, but we're beaten down pretty hard, pretty fast. Okay, getting back the Braid. Okay. Want to make sure he has the maximum number of mana available this next turn. I assume he's just going to kill off the Naga, which is fine. Bring back the Even Initiate. Good draw with the Pyramid. Interesting he didn't draw. What else might he have? He might have the Countervailing Winds, which is pretty good against us. You could just play the Desert of the Mindful and Sinew Striker. Sure, we'll give it to him, I guess. I don't think there's really a card that would matter which one we gave. There's that rare flash creature, but it can block either because it's a flyer anyway. Fire, okay. And a Braid, I assume. Okay. So if he's doing that, I actually don't care that much. So we could bring back the Sinuous Striker by pitching the Desert. I believe, which costs us 5. That actually doesn't do that much. We should just play one of our bigger threats. I think we'll just run out Colossopede here. He's got Essence Scatter. It's bad for us, but not even that bad. I don't think it's likely. The real question is if we want to play the Desert or the Mindful or not. Let's see. This costs 9 together. This costs 5. It feels unlikely we're going to get to the point where we can play 2 things. I think I'd rather just have it cycled. My draws. Okay. My draws. I'm buying a lot of time with the Sunset Pyramid and just good tempo spells. Had a couple of good removal spells. A lot of bounces. Magic Lesson. And he's digging hard for the God, I think. Just discards a mountain. It's interesting he didn't bounce. Seeker of Insight. Okay. Gift of Strength. Swing with both, use the gift to get through. Ooh, that's true. Regret on the Desert of the Mindful front. We can use gift, bring back the Crop Skirmisher. Let's do that and draw. Okay. Yeah, that was actually, I think that was a bad play. I think my opponent's just desperate. We shouldn't be going for the advantage plays. We should just be going for hitting my opponent as hard as we can, as quickly as we can. On the other hand, if he blocks there, he goes down to 6. He's dead next turn. This is a nice open opportunity for us to use the gift. Okay. Alright. We may be able to fight through the Scorpion God at this point, too. He didn't scry in his upkeep. I think probably would have been correct. Angler. A chump blocker, which is fine. Floor Blades. Okay. One card in hand. So we have 7 right now, so we can play the Sinuous Striker, pitch a land. Let's crack in with both. Jump blocking is what I love to see. Yeah, let's play the Striker. I guess let's cycle first. on the off chance we draw something significant, which we don't. That's fine. Our striker. Discard a forest. Draw a card. Okay, and we have 2 lethal threats on board. One gets another scry. I think we're gonna get him here. It's fortunate that the god was in the bottom, like, third of his deck, but I think even if he plays it, we got him here. Scry. Okay, he's doing it on his upkeep this time. That's correct. GG, Ezio. Oh, you can still draw, but I guess even the Scorpion God doesn't do it. Alright, we are 2-0. Not quite as long as our first match, but still VGO is having some interesting problems today. See you guys for match 3.